Right.
But it's the original idea, let's say, of ubiquitous gaming, right? So it's instant gaming everywhere on every channel.
Right.
Without any hiccups, without any latency, without any channel requirements or paywalls in between.
Or
that's what we're building.
Gaming system, or right, all those things.
Yeah. So conceptually, also, even so, a game doesn't necessarily need to be on a single location, right? So you can share it with somebody through chat, but it can also exist as a Reddit comment somewhere, right? So and people can access that same backend infrastructure that's running on the YOM network from all of these different locations. So you can play multiplayer against your friend. Well, your friend is, let's say, existing in a Reddit comment while you are playing on Telegram, and somebody else is joining from Netflix or the website itself. It doesn't really matter, because fundamentally they're connected over the YOM infrastructure, which is entirely decentralized.
And the thing that made game developers just so easy to buy into the system. When we talk about it, it's really we're going to get to that in a second. But how we're supply bound right now, demand is just not through the roof. Yeah, but it's almost instant, right?
It's we're way oversubscribed, and the reason is also like the studios, they're looking for this, right? They are looking for the gaming revolution. Of course, Unreal Engine is very nice with the graphics, but in terms of delivery and getting users on board, that's the key, right? And we've already had that from the websites, right? So the websites, they're now all responsive, so they work both on mobile devices, on different channels. You can access them from your tablet, from a desktop. That still needs to happen for gaming, right? So right now, it's either you have to deploy on the game store and you build a mobile game, or you build something for desktop niche gamers. Like, why isn't there something that does both, right? That it doesn't matter which device you access them from.
Yeah. So let's talk about what's left for this year and why it's exciting for the community. So what we're gearing up for is the test that I did the other day, that the tech team sent me a link and from Amsterdam, and I was able to play our sample game, the same one that we had in Singapore. I was able to play it on a node running outside of one of the tech teams, right from his house. Right, he was running a node at his house in Amsterdam. I was in the States. And I was able to play the game. Like, it was played well. It didn't play at the rate that we're eventually going to ship our latency with, but still, I was not lagging to the point that I played a third-person shooter.
Yep.
The next step for us is to make sure that to have an event where anybody in the community can do the same thing I did that yesterday morning. Right?
Yeah, and that was even surprising to us in a way, because we kind of believed the range would be a lot shorter, because actually we provided a better playing experience from our home office over AWS, right? Yeah. Which has like dedicated internet lines. So our network was better than the AWS network. So it's not only cheaper, it's not only 10 times cheaper, but it's also less latency and faster. And the reason for that is because AWS also probably has all of these layers in between. Their machines, their servers, they're not meant for gaming, they're meant for AI. Right, so there are a lot of reasons why indeed we would have this improved cloud gaming performance.
YOM.